pay up to that. So the next speaker I'm going to introduce is a good friend. I've known him for the last 25 years. And he's a young kid then, but not anymore. But he's from Akron. He's president of Local 24. All right? He had a little problem in his family with opiate, and I'll let him explain that. He's also the founder of Hope United, which is a foundation to treat and take care of people with opiate use. So Travis, come up and talk with us.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. First, let me thank Chuck and Corky and the whole executive board for giving me the opportunity to be here this evening and kind of share our story a little bit and talk to you about this epidemic. A lot of you know our story, but just real quick, just to share with you real fast. So I lost my son Tyler to a heroin fentanyl overdose on September 28th of 2014. And so just real quick to tell you a little bit about Tyler. He was an all-league, he was an all-county golfer. He graduated magna cum laude in 2009 from Lake High School. His senior year, he decided not to play golf, but to go out for the football team. At the end of the season, he won the Senior Ironman Award. After high school and not playing competitive golf for over 2 years, he walked on the golf team at Walsh University, where he ended golf in an academic scholarship. In 2013, he did a bodybuilding show, and at the age of 22, he was announced runner-up, Junior Mr. Ohio. How does a kid like that get addicted to heroin? How does a kid like Tyler get addicted to heroin? So let me tell you what happened with Tyler. He broke his right arm 4 times, and he had 2 surgeries on his right elbow. The first surgery was at age 11, and the second surgery was at age 18. And ultimately, Tyler got addicted to the opiate prescription pain pills, which led him to heroin. 4 out of 5 heroin users first began with the use of opiate prescription pain pills. So ultimately, what happened with Tyler on September 28th of 2014, he was in the process of overdosing. And the person he was with, instead of calling 911 for help, he took my son to a vacant lot and he dumped him in this field and left him there to die. The next day, the Summit County Sheriff called me because a resident found a dead body in a vacant lot and was our 23-year-old son. So now what do you do? What do you do as a family? Who are you when all your hopes and dreams are left in a field to die? Who are you? So listen, our family went to work. We formed a nonprofit 501c3 organization called Hope United. And a couple things that I want to share with you real fast, and Chuck, told me I got like 2 minutes, so because you guys want to eat hot dogs or something. So, but I want to share something with you because as a father, when this was going on in my home, I didn't understand this. I didn't understand addiction as a disease. I thought I failed as a father and that my son was a moral failure. So listen, we have to understand addiction as a disease. Now look, here's just the way it works, okay? If we don't understand addiction as a disease and it's a choice, then our response is always going to be, you knucklehead, knock it off, okay? And we're never going to invest money into this thing, and we're never going to solve this problem. But if we understand addiction as a disease, which all scientific evidence says it is, then we're going to respond like we do with every other disease, and that's with love and compassion, right? That's with love and compassion. So I want to encourage you, if you don't understand it as a disease, please get on the internet, do what you can, research this thing, because we have to. Here's what we currently do. We drive down the road, we come to the corner, and we see this homeless person standing there, right? And we say stuff like, get a job, right? And we kind of just turn the cheek and we move on down the road. And a lot of times, this homeless person is probably a United States veteran, right? Who gave the very best of his life to our country. And we say stuff like, get a job. See, we got to understand addiction and mental health go hand in hand, and it's surrounded by some type of trauma or pain in the person's life, okay? So I got a short video here that I want to share with you. It's only 3 minutes long, and then I'm just going to share some numbers with you real fast. But this video will kind of bring you up to speed on our project and kind of how we got here and so forth. So hopefully,
Hey everyone,
this
I'm
works.
Dan Anderson. It's really an honor to be here. I'm going to show a video. Unfortunately, the audio is not going to be great, but we will share it on the Hope United page. So if you can't hear it all the way in the back, we will repost it and we'll send you the link. Thanks.
Can you see it?
I'm going to go look.
We are on a journey. It's hard to say when it began. It may have started here. In the midst of a heroin overdose, my son Tyler is off to today. Only 23 years old, he takes his last breaths in this field. Maybe our journey begins here. Tyler's 10. He suffers an injury to his arm during a wrestling match and is prescribed opioids to manage his pain. It's hard to say when it began, but we know exactly where we're going. We want you to join us. The stigma associated with addiction is crippling to those battling the disease and to their families. But we saw that the more we open up to people, the easier it was for people to share their own stories and take comfort in the support of their community.
At one point, the journey takes us back here. Shelley wants to buy this land and build a place where our community can support those who are also on a journey, one of recovery. In addition to our efforts to raise awareness, we begin raising money to fund our vision for the field. This is our journey. We raised over $1.4 million, but we soon determined that this property is too small for building a self-sustaining, long-term relapse prevention wellness center.
In October of 2017, Summit County Council graciously donated 10 acres of land, which we will use to build Tyler's Redemption Place, where members of our community can continue their journey to recovery. A place that picks up where traditional providers leave off. Most recovery programs provide treatment for 30, 60, or 90 days. Tyler's Redemption Place will serve our community by providing long-term care to people on their journey to recovery.
This will be a place where people can come together to break down barriers and destroy the stigma associated with the disease of addiction. And all members of our community will have the ability to utilize this state-of-the-art health and wellness facility. This is Tyler's Redemption Place.
So listen, as you guys know, at the convention, I gave a speech, and we raised over $1 million, 1.365 to be exact. That money put us in a position to really think out of the box and to really do something different. So my wife and I went to work within the county and started thinking about ways to fill the gap. So listen to these numbers. Traditional treatment is 30, 60, 90 days. That's traditional treatment. I'm in Central States. My son at the time had 21 days, 2-time lifetime treatment. That's it. That's all Central States paid. Actually 42 days of inpatient treatment. We exhausted that, okay? We exhausted ourselves financially. And at the time of Tyler's death, he was put on a 3-week waiting list to get help. Okay? So listen to this. 70% of people who go through traditional 30-day treatment is going to relapse. 70%. Okay? But look at this. If we can create long-term programs, if I can get you between 1 and 3 years, that 70% comes down to 34%. If we can get you between 3 and 5 years, that 34% comes down to 14%, and we got a real chance at long-term sobriety. We have to think out of the box. We have to do something different, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're creating Ohio's first ever relapse prevention wellness center that will be called Tyler's Redemption Place. We had Summit County executive donate 10 acres to us, and that's the site where we're going to do this at. So I just want to share these numbers with you real quick and finish with this statement. So in 2016, there were 67,000 Americans died to a drug overdose. Those numbers went to 72,000 in 2017. Is there any veterans in the room? Look at this. Any veterans in the room? Stand up, guys. God bless you guys. God bless you. I also served in the United States Marine Corps. Listen to this number. 22 veterans every single day in our country commit suicide. 22 veterans every single day in our country commit suicide. There isn't nobody in the room that thinks that's right. There isn't nobody in the room that thinks that's acceptable, okay? So look, for drugs, alcohol, and suicide in 2016, 142,000 Americans died last year. 142,000 Americans died to drugs, alcohol, or suicide. We have a pain problem. We have a pain problem in our country. And we got to start doing something about it. We got to start talking about it, and we got to start being real, okay? So I'm just gonna finish with this, and I'm being a little bit cute here, but I'm also trying to be serious too. So when I was in the Marine Corps, we had this saying that said, "Pain is beautiful, extreme pain is extremely beautiful." It's a little crazy, right? But with that being said, we knew we had to embrace the pain in our life to make sure we completed the mission. And my challenge to all of you as we move forward, we got to start embracing the pain in our life. Because the fact is, life is painful, right? Life is difficult. Life is hard. And we got to start looking at our problems, and we got to start dealing with them. Thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity.